Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a good week, recharge, refresh from our week. If it was long for you, take a nice deep breath in and out and hoosah, because hopefully you are enjoying your weekend. If it was a short one for you and you had some time to relax, good for you. You took some time for you, and you know that I'm about self-care and taking that time. If this is your first time with us, thank you for joining my channel. My name is Nicole. I am your favorite therapist. I am part of Natural Flow at Case Solutions Therapeutic Services. We talk about mental health. We talk about topics of communication, intimacy, couples, individuals, stress management, all in between that can help all of us, even myself, with what we can do to make ourselves wonderful individuals in this world, to keep going and plugging, because it's always something that we can complain about, but hopefully we're trying our best not to, putting that smile on our face, seeing the joy in everything that can happen for us. Even though I know at times, depending on what people are going through, it's kind of hard to see that. But I hope that my channel gives you some insight on different topics of the day, of the week, of your year, of what you can do to alleviate stress, what you can do to help yourself with self-care, what you can do if you're in a relationship, or what you can do when you are just trying to individually find your way. That being said, I want to talk about today's topic. It's definitely something that we've kind of discussed a little bit before, but it has come up in terms again for me, and it's called Hit the Ground Running. I know a lot of times that we find ourselves in a situation where we get stuck, and we get stuck on what we want to do. Do we want to move forward? Do we want to stay complacent in where we are? But if you are in that mindset and in that growth process for yourself, where you know you want to hit that ground running, you want to make sure that whatever those goals that you have for yourself, you want to accomplish maybe before the year's over with, because people, we are already close to August. So we are more than halfway close to our mark of completing 2023, believe it or not. Very hard to believe, but when you're thinking about your goals, you want to kind of set forth and think about where you are in terms of the month and close to the year where you're trying to accomplish. So, you know, I love my affirmations, and I wanted to try to do a little bit better with starting sessions, or even having little short videos for you all for the week when I can, on affirmations. That is a big part of my life. I also do a lot of yoga. So for my yogis out there, if that is something that you know about mantras, you know about affirmations, they are the same thing. And it's just things that you know that you have to recite for yourself to get yourself back on track. And since we today are talking about hitting the ground running, I think that it's very appropriate to give you all a nice affirmation that has helped me in that process when I am motivated to doing something that is important to me. So the affirmation that I want to give to you all today is, I embrace what is mine. And that can mean anything to you. It may not be yours just yet, or what you're trying to accomplish, that short-term, long-term goal. But if you have in your brain, in your mind, changing that cognitive thinking for yourself, that it is not someone else's, that is yours. That whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can accomplish. That is what that affirmation means. So I would say it again. I embrace what is mine. I hope that helps you. I hope that you are able to incorporate that into your everyday, or even make and create your own. I think making affirmations are so much fun, and I enjoy doing it very much, and it helps me. I write them down. I continue sometimes to even have them on my wall, in my bathroom, wherever you are available, that you are in a daily activity. And most of us at some point in life have to go to the bathroom for something. Sometimes it's good to also place them there, so you know that it can be a good reminder, something that you're going to see on a daily basis. That being said, going back to our topic of hitting the ground running. You know how I am about my list, and I am very, very much into that when I am dealing with my clientele. If they are into that, if they're into writing things down, that is always a good plus, and they're comfortable in doing so, because sometimes we may be okay with writing things down, but talking it out and reading out for ourselves our thoughts can be an uncomfortable situation. So give yourself some time, I will say. If writing and journaling is not your thing, give yourself that that moment to be sitting into that emotion that you feel when you are thinking, oh my goodness, I have to do it. Think about, are you feeling that anxiety? Think about if that is an uncomfortable space for you. And sometimes even starting out, writing out why you feel uncomfortable if you do. It's a good start to tapping into, okay, if I want to accomplish this goal, or hitting the ground running with accomplishing goals, what is it about this emotion of writing things down that makes me uncomfortable, or makes me worrisome, or anxiety? Whichever labels you want to provide, or that you provide for yourself with it, sit in it. That's what I would suggest. Sit into those emotions and figure out for yourself until you feel comfortable with writing things down. So I will say, firstly, write out your short-term and your long-term goals. When you're thinking about hitting the ground running, you have to be able to have a separation between your short-term and your long-term goals to kind of know where you want to go. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place. You'll be all over the place in your mind. You'll be all over the place in trying to figure out what is the next step, or which one should I accomplish first. The second tip I will give is each day work on an item of your short-term goal first, and then your long-term goal. Each day work on one list or one item from that list. The third tip I will say is make sure that you cross off once you have completed one of those goals. It is nothing like feeling that accomplishment when you can cross something off. You can feel like, I got that out of the way, and you know that it's a next step to you getting to your goals or where you want to be. The fourth tip I would say is make sure that you surround yourself with positive people, a positive support system. If you have individuals that are working in the same area what you're trying to do with your goals, and getting yourself started with whatever you're trying to do, and you're energized and ready, surround yourself with individuals who have that same type of energy, that you can uplift them, but most importantly is uplifting each other, and you can uplift them and they can uplift you. The last tip I will say is remove yourself, if you are, from negative energy, as people like to say. Remove yourself from individuals that may cause you to revert back to that stuck feeling that you have, or take jabs, if you will, on your accomplishments or what you are trying to accomplish in hitting that ground. Make sure that you take that time to tune into yourself, to recognize if you are on that positive track and trying to get yourself together. Do you have that support system that is giving you that motivation to keep going? Even if you know that that person or people in your life are not where they even want to be, are they still motivating you to get to your goals? That's the most important thing. And always, always check in with yourself. If you start feeling a little anxious about having that goal completed before the week or the year is over with, take your time. There is no rush of anything in life. Sometimes our goals have to be where we look at it, it is not accomplished, and we move it along for the next week, the next day, or even the next year. It is okay. It does not mean that you are a failure. It does not mean that you didn't try your best in completing what you're trying to. Know that you giving yourself that time, you even having that thought and energy and motivating and pushing yourself, but also having that support system, if you can, that pushes you into completing your goals, you are doing it. Know that you are doing it. So you give that self that time, that pat on the back, that hug for yourself, to know that at least you had that thought, you had that energy to want to achieve, even if it's the smallest thing to you. I hope that these tips were wonderful. These tips were something that you can use in your day-to-day life. And again, our affirmation is, I embrace what is mine. And you can embrace it. You take your time. You get in that positive energy of space. You surround yourself with positive people. You do that journaling. You write down your goals. And at any point in time, you feel like you're still overwhelmed, you still need that time, that is why people like myself are here. Wonderful clinicians. We are here to guide you. We're here to give you that space to figure out for yourself of what you are trying to accomplish. And we are your guide. We are your flashlight. We are ones that can help. And I am here for anyone who is needing some instructions and guidance on just these tips of how to hit the ground running. If you are in the Fort Lauderdale area and you are seeking a clinician, I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I am more than happy to help individuals, couples, families to work on just that, embracing what is theirs. So I am here. My phone number is 954-909-6787. I do virtual and in-person counseling sessions, and I do a 15-minute free consultation. So if you are in the Fort Lauderdale area and you are wanting to seek my services, please follow me on Psychology Today at K Solutions Therapeutic Services. I am also on a few social media platforms. I do have an Instagram page, K Solutions Therapeutic Services. I'm also on TikTok at Natural Flow 40. And you can, of course, find me here on YouTube as well at Natural Flow at K Solutions Therapeutic Services. I always enjoy our time. I cannot wait to be able to have a one-on-one time with you, and know that we are here. I am here, your favorite therapist, to be able to be a guide to you, to be able to be insightful, but also to give you that positive energy that you need. You have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Be kind to others, and most importantly, be kind to yourself. And take care. Bye-bye.